instruction of what we're doing or what?
Well, get you back.
Guys, back on vlog life. Go on,
So, we've got 2 bikes and this one's having a piston.
cool.
So, today we're just doing a general overview on our new venture, as well as we've got a test day with Ollie Colmer. We've just done his motor and calibration, so we're going to head to VIP, who have kindly, Rich has let us use the track. So big shout out to VIP Motocross. So we're going to head there in a minute. Jake's just going to prep the bike with different wheels, and then we're going to head on out and do a couple of hours testing.
Sweet. Easy work then.
Get back into it.
Samuel, we've got a used front hanger somewhere, haven't we?
For what?
I forgot to do the hanger for the front wheel. Oh, I just changed the disc.
Oh yeah, because these still come with 260mm, don't they?
So you chief mechanic today, is he? Does he know what he's doing?
Maybe I'll just part time.
I'm the overseer.
So if anything falls off, it's on you?
No.
Yeah, we'll blame Sam.
No.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Have you had it? That buying equipment?
Pardon?
You got an impact?
Oh, what?
Impact.
Not yours. What about yours? I don't use that.
So what are you actually doing to the bike then?
Me?
Yeah, just...
So all the data acquisitions set up, I just got, when I get to, I'm just putting the lambda back in that's already, ironically, tucked up here because it's all connected. It's obviously not working, but I'm going to put that back in now because obviously I have to use the dyno one. And then the AIM Solo DL, so that's full data acquisition, which we'll run at the track so we can see fuel in, throttle position, even look at what gearing is using,
Yeah.
speed out of the corner. I can check temps, just generally see how the bike's working.
What happens just changing the odd jet here and there?
Long gone, mate. That's not my. That's his area.
That's what the real men do, the pretend ones.
Two-stroke heroes.
Yeah.
Two-stroke heroes.
That's it.
2 strokes short of a real engine.
More time to do some proper riding on these hair dryers.
I think I've got a proper hair dryer, it's electric.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie's got it factory, hasn't he? 3 boys on the go. Jesus.
He's either got a factory or he's going to be skint at the end of the week.
Yeah. What was it? A stock caliper?
They're both the same. It just that these didn't have a Motormaster hanger on it, so and obviously his wheels have got the disc, so we wouldn't be able to use it. The stock hanger.
Oh, okay.
And luckily, I have an abundance of Motormaster hangers and from the gas short-lived days.
Oh.
But no, it's a lot better. It's nice for us to be able to actually offer to the public stuff that has never been available before.
No.
You know, that's always team specific because the teams have it designed and made. It's nice to be able to offer the almost factory piston, factory injector out of CNC to the public.
Yeah, because it's always been quite secretive, hasn't it, amongst the teams, which I understand.
Yeah, of course it is. But it's just nice that we can
Offer
make
the average
money.
Joe.
Yeah, we can make money out of it, and the average Joe has something pretty good that works, I'll say.
Yeah.
And they're happy with it. So.
Yeah, sweet.
You have to grab it because my uncle won't get up there, I tell you.
So yeah, one arm. Gym starting to pay off. This the van you're taking to race meetings, is it?
Yes, sir.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the old faithful. We've had it for the race team for a fair few years, and now she's been demoted to support vehicle. But everything we need is in here, so it's pretty good. You got benches, everything, microwave, coffee machine. For
The essentials.
The essentials, you know. Parts.
I thought he was a rally driver going down that road, didn't he?
He was moaning.
Thing was bouncing.
Mate, she's got no weight in it, has it?
We had a malfunction on the way.
Oh, what? Wiper power?
I've done me rummage on the way, trying to keep yourself in the chair the whole time.
Good, mate.
Good mate, you? Oh mate. How are we doing? How are you?
Yeah, it weren't meant to be, and then I rang him and I got here this morning. I was like, Rich, what's going on? He was like, wow. We thought if we
like
seal
an
the
AMA
track,
national
then
track
all
like
they'll
this.
do is harrow it after we've used it. I was like, well, that's perfect.
Way better. Yeah, see how fast it is.
I can't believe they've done that, but fair play. I mean, it ain't no good for training, but it's good for
Just some race
yeah.
Good for drag racing.
Right.
See how
Do you
fast
wanna do you want to put the awning out?
It's got a mesh. I've got mesh in that up there, so I don't need to set one up.
No, we'll do that. So we'll just set the track, we'll go and stand on the jump and set a start and a finish for the GPS, and then
Oh, it's
fingers
getting technical
crossed.
here.
They are a little bit temperamental, but the satellite signal's pretty good. It should give us a full track layout so we can select different points of the track and see what the bike's
Oh, okay,
doing.
cool.
So, but that's fingers crossed. It is electronic after all. It's not made by Apple, so it should be alright.
Oh, fair play, they done a mega job on this track.
Yeah, they weren't. Fair play to Rich. I got here this morning to check it, rang him, and I was a bit like, are we allowed to use it? Because you prepped it, but he did it just to seal it, and then they're just going to power hour it after we've done just for the tomorrow then. So, fair play. Pretty good conditions. Not too wet, but get some signal.
So is
Hopefully.
that the one where you have a device on your helmet?
No, so that I can't remember what that was called. That was called Lit Pro, I think.
Oh, that's
and that
it, yeah.
is similar. Obviously, Lit Pro is more like an end user for a rider. They can just GPS track
Yeah.
and do their lap times. Where this, obviously, you can use it with an AIM ECU, but we use it with a Vortex. So
Yeah.
obviously, I can see everything that's going on with the bike
Oh, sweet.
through all the sensors, obviously, and lambda. So just wait for the GPS to finally work. Trying to get signal, but not really.
And then do you have to plug that into your laptop, or is it just
No, so this
automatically
one,
does
the
it?
new model's Wi-Fi. So
Oh,
the older one, yeah, you did have to plug in, but this one I can just leave on the bike,
yeah.
and when he comes in, just connect with the Wi-Fi, and then we
Oh,
can
nice.
get it all on. So we need to try and get a track search. Come on, baby. Now we'll go and get the bike out, get it on, put some fuel in it, fire up, get it warm, and then we're ready to go. We've also got a customer of ours who's came down as well, who's recently had a twin injector kit fitted on a bone stock Husky, so we're just going to do a little bit with him, obviously get his feedback on the difference. So we're running stock and then on a twin injection and get his feedback of what he thinks.
Yeah, so
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, good stuff.
just not cheating stuff.
No,
Just legit.
it's not like half a paddock running MR12.
No, where's run out now? I thought that was the fuel that everyone used.
Yeah, it
they
is
do.
what everyone uses, but it's illegal.
But it's not allowed, yeah.
All
We
right.
don't, we stick to the rules here.
Is that you stick to the rules for the camera?
No, we stick to the rules, mate. What's the point of cheating? You're only cheating yourself, aren't you?
Quote of the day, that.
Yeah, that's true, that though.
Yeah, it's
You're
very
only
true.
cheating yourself. I know these make good enough power with legal fuel, so
That's about it. Do you want to tell the guys what's been done to it?
Had a second injector kit fitted.
So is it actually on it now?
Yeah, it's on it now. You can see the pipes like running into it down there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really good.
So you haven't rode it yet? Or you have?
Rode it Sunday.
And?
Really good. Like mega difference. Makes the gears feel way longer.
Oh, okay.
So especially for like someone like me, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Not having to shift as much is good.
Yeah. It's a good test as well, because otherwise the bike's bone stock.
Yeah,
innit?
literally
Stock
dead stock.
piston, head, pipe, everything.
Nothing else done to it. And the power gain's huge.
Yeah.
So so he's had that done. What would be the next stage? Would you recommend?
For cost effectiveness and simplicity, our piston. So we do a full bespoke piston for him. That in itself is a really big gain over the stock bike. So that would be the next step, because it's a good increase without having to do any port work.
Yeah.
And then from there it'd be head work, mainly with the valves and
Yeah.
valve seats and the guides, just for longevity really. And if you want to pull extra revs, then we do a valve spring kit as well.
But do you think for your average clubman rider then, you think the dual injector kit is just the perfect mod?
Yeah, because it just makes the bike easier to ride. It's not always all about trying to make a load of power. We do make a lot more power. It gives you a much bigger spread.
Yeah.
You've got more off the bottom, more off the mid, and then the bike holds on to the power for a lot longer. So
Yeah.
the stock curve, although it does make half decent power, it tends to taper off a little bit right at the top.
Yeah.
Whereas it holds onto it nice and flat with a twin injector kit. And again, the throttle response, if you're in the wrong gear or something, which being a novice or a club rider, you're more likely to be in the wrong gear, you've just got that little bit extra to get you out of trouble when you need it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not always about just trying to make a load of power when you're tuning bikes, because if you can't put it on the ground or you can't use it easily, then it's pointless anyway.
So, and this part is available to everyone as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and it literally is, with our ECU flashing with the Vortex, it's just a really easy bolt-on part. We do offer to be able to fit it into the boot as well, so if you want to buy an air boot off us, then we can do it literally fully assembled. You've just got to drop the air boot in, plug the ECU, and you're ready to go.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's fully plug and play. Really, really easy to use. Have a look at it if you want. So that's, if you were to buy it, you'd basically get the air boot fully.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you can see there it's bolted into it then.
Yeah, and then the fuel runs through the actual housing itself.
Yeah.
And then through the injector.
So.
So yeah, really, really simple. He's smiling!
That's that. That's very nice.
What's it like?
Real good. Fuck it, it's like really torquey as well, like it's not just
Not just top end. It's
How heavy going?
Oh no, literally, yeah. And it feels fucking fast and deep. No, it's very nice.
That's positive.
Go home, let's go.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Should have bought the jet wash.
Yeah, it looks consistent as well, like you can steer with the throttle.
Yeah, yeah. I can turn on it really nice.
Yeah, everyone was saying that.
Real nice. No, I'm very happy with that. It's fucking.
Scale of 1 to 10 on 250s.
No, it's 10.
There you go. Right, get the tea and coffee on, let's go.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go home.
What's that like then?
Want the twin injector back? Put it on stock ECU for that one.
Stock ECU?
Yeah, and the difference you notice when you take it back off.
Mad.
Yeah, mad. Honestly, feels like a pit bike in comparison. Like,
It's crazy, isn't it?
yeah, it's mad how big of a difference it is. Like when it's deep, stuff like coming into a couple of these jumps,
Yeah.
and you like try hook a gear, it just feels like
It wants to
as you hook
drop
it,
off.
it just goes, brrr, and,
Yeah.
like cut almost bolts. Whereas with twin injector, you like hook it even when it's deep,
Yeah.
and it carries on pulling so much easier. So I'm heavy as well, so need what I can get really. But
So it's a win from you then?
definitely, I want it back on now though.
Yeah. Yeah, you've done the one, so you can switch it back on there and then you give us your verdict afterwards.
Yes, definitely.
Whenever it's there. Doesn't take forever to
Tell your man there then.
end.
I enjoyed it, did you?
Very much. Very good bike. Yeah, very good bike. I'm happy with that.
That's nice you got a smile on your face, isn't it?
Exactly.
I think that says it all, to be fair. So.
That's it, mate.
It's really heavy out there, isn't it? And say
Yeah,
the-
like some places it's slick and then it goes into like other spots and it goes and then. But this, yeah, the power on bikes, phenomenal. Really nice. Done a good job, the boys did. I'll do a slight lap, 2 laps, then come to you. Yeah.
Yeah, so single injector
Do
first.
single first.
Just
Start.
press that.
This smelled quite nice, to be fair.
I thought it
I
did.
like the 5.1.
Yeah.
The fact that it's one of the only good VP fuels that's legal. Legal.
I'd like to reiterate that, yeah. Legal.
Yeah.
When I open it up, it goes more when it's on the top.
And that's with the twin.
Yeah, with the twin. Yeah.
It looked better like the tighter stuff, mind, as well.
Yeah, you can noticeably see like the note change in the bike when you switched it to twin injection.
Yeah, yeah. for
Like
sure.
we said, like coming out the corner, you can just hear it. Like it's like got the more response.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But I mean, even on single, the thing rips.
Oh, for sure. For sure. No,
But then
that's-
it just gives, like we said, it gives the option that if you ever have an injected wire go or anything, then you just switch mid-race and you're not going to DNF a race like
Yeah.
I've seen other people do because the second injector's not running.
So you get durability as well then?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Obviously, oh no, this should be alright. This is Ollie's stuff, the TPS.
Sounded nicer.
Yeah, but it's just touching the limit the whole way.
Yeah.
It can't. So slick there, isn't it?
As long as he knows he's got it, just give it a fist.
To get you
Just try a normal start.
Just try one on its own. Get the balance. On a 450 it's worth it because they're so powered high, you just hold the thing wide open and then drop the like, do you know what I mean? Where 250 you just get minerals and send it into the first corner.
I've got start practice at weekend as well, so I can get a good
Yeah,
feel.
well I'll be there so we can just
I'll literally just do as many as I can just to get the fucking right feeling.
Just go and have a
Yeah, and then that'll be done ready for him.
So what was the mode you had it in first?
I had it in angry mode off the start. Is that right? I think.
Was it angry the first
The
one? What was the
angry one,
second one?
It was a little bit like shouting at me, you know.
Oh,
a bit
okay.
dull.
That
And
makes
then the
sense.
last one was like singing at me. So
Oh,
like
okay, cool.
singing.
So it's more peaceful.
Yeah, a little bit more peaceful, like
Ah, perfect.
a bit of like garage music or something.
Ah, lovely.
Good tunes and
Rips down there, doesn't it?
Right, verdict.
Alright. It's good, way better.
Yeah.
As soon as you put the twin injector back on, you notice the difference. Like,
Yeah.
way more when you go from not to having it. So much better. Can pull third, like this corner here was like second gear. Now I can pull third and it actually goes good through it. So it's so much easier when the gears are longer.
So you'd recommend it then?
100%, well worth the money.
Sweet. Positive date?
Very positive. She's a ripper.
It's nice though, isn't it, when you go out and you get positive feedback? It's
Yeah,
just-
no, definitely. Obviously, it's been a long time coming to actually. I've got that setup running out in Holland, but I've not actually seen it run. Obviously, we started all the development of that setup when we were going to be the gas team.
Yeah.
Obviously, with a new venture, so it's actually nice. Like I've got a lot of customers out there running twin injectors on their own or pistons on their, you know, like with good
Yeah.
feedback. But it's nice to just have someone of Ollie's caliber work with him and have the whole set and actually see it, and the fact how deep it is out there, it's quite misleading, and like he said, it's just totally different. So good, it just pulls everywhere.
Spot on.
So we'll look forward to seeing what he goes like at Fox Hills.
Yeah. So have it then, back from the track.
Back from the track, so this is basically all the components that we're running in Ollie's engine. Pretty simple setup. So obviously we have our in-house brand MXology, just made out of 2618 aluminium CNC machined billet piston. Slightly higher compression ratio than stock. It's at, well, a little bit higher at 15.3. No skimming of the head required. It's all the design is for optimal combustion and flame propagation. So we've found just that on its own on a standard bikes makes an impressive amount of horsepower over stock. Then head-wise, we are literally just running not just a cleaned up head, no filling. We've been down that route, we've filled them. So just straightforward clean up, obviously then with copper guides and seats, which one allows heat dissipation a lot better, especially in sand. They're a softer seat, so obviously in sand mainly, when you're high revving, bouncing on the limiter, it basically allows a bit more cushion than a standard steel seat. So, and then valve train wise, these are our MXology full valve spring retainer and platform kit. These have been designed especially to run at high RPM, so they were calculated with the duration of the cam, the lift, all calculated, and the springs have been designed to suit with a special, which I can't say what material the retainers are for obvious reasons, but they're basically with the standard retainer. I've seen people running the old SXS springs. In fact, Ollie had it in his old engine and they crack basically at higher RPM. Where these are designed to rev up to 15.2, but safety-wise and longevity, we don't tend to run our engines any more than 14.8. They can 15. I know a few people running at 15, but it's just as a race team that's good because you're rebuilding them after 2 races. Obviously, the end consumer is not rebuilding them after 2 races, so it's what it is.
Reliability as well.
Reliability. It's all about valve control and keeping the valve under control at high RPM. Obviously, if the spring's not designed for it, then you'll get valve flutter, valve float, and that's when you get seat damage, valve damage, etc. And then moving on, the last part of the kit with Ollie, obviously it's, I haven't got one here, but it's in time with the Vortex injection with our custom calibration, is our MXology dual injector kit, which is full CNC machine fuel rail and a CNC machined front injector piece instead of using a T-piece like other brands do, which doesn't look the nicest, and there's a lot more joins, where this literally just replaces your standard hose goes on there up to your fuel tank, and this comes back.
Nice. So you can buy this as a package?
You can buy this whole kit as a package. I've got quite a lot of customers, like amateur riders, that are just running just the dual injector on standard engine, calibrated for V-power, Tesco's Momentum, pump fuel basically. And we've had a lot of good feedback. I mean, on the dyno, it makes quite good, considerable figures, considering it's just injection changes, but the feedback relates on track. So that's a good, for me, that would be my go-to if I was just an amateur, clubman rider and just wanted a little bit more, especially being in a class with 450s as well. Yeah. It's, money-wise, compared to the gains you get, it's a no-brainer.
So this is, obviously, the website's going to be coming soon?
The website's coming soon. It's in the final stages. So the website will be 2 parts. It'll obviously have all the MXology stuff, which is our in-house brand, which is designed by our silent partner we cannot name. But he's a very well-renowned engine designer. He's worked with a lot of factory teams in motocross to Formula 1 to... so that will be a second part of the website, obviously, which we will sell these parts on the website. So there'll be an e-commerce page, and then the rest of the website will be VRD, which is our workshop facility. So people get confused about, well, what are you called, MXology or VRD? Our trading name's MXology, and our parts name is MXology. Yeah. But we wanted to separate it out because obviously the workshop's different. We use MXology parts in our builds that we do like the parts for, yeah. But VRD is basically VRD is what's building your engines and doing your dyno calibration. So yeah, that's our kit.
This is obviously you've got all the MXology stuff, but you're not just selling performance parts. Obviously you do your general wear and tear.
Yeah.
Deals,
So common misconception as well with what we're doing, we don't just do race engines and tuning. We're here, we do general rebuilds, top end rebuilds. If anything really, we're just a normal workshop as well. So it's not specific to doing dyno tuning, calibration, engine build. For example, I had a Honda 250 in for a full engine rebuild because the bolts came out the flywheel and destroyed the stator. Yeah. We do general customer work as well. So if you want your bikes done in an environment like this, hit us up.
Sweet. Let's have it then. What you got? Let's have it.
New TBI heads, so these are for the 125s. 2-piece head, similar to what you'd get if you were to buy another brand, same as they come from the factory, but instead of a cast outer, these are made from 7000 grade aluminium, so aerospace aluminium, and then hard anodized just to keep them looking fresh for longer period of time, and then a completely newly designed insert out of a copper alloy. So it's a fairly common copper alloy, used quite a lot in marine sports, that kind of thing. Yeah. It just helps with heat dissipation compared to just standard alloy basically. It doesn't really do anything in terms of out and out performance, but it just helps with longevity, helps keep the cylinder temperatures and stuff down to a minimum. So that's what we offer. Bolt it straight onto the bike with a stock piston, so you ain't got to change the piston. If you've got a brand new bike, some of the heads on the market are required to have a new piston with a different design, so that helps keep the cost down as well. Alters the timing, the cylinder timing slightly as well, but other than that, that's literally just a bolt-on part. Don't have to do any mechanical work like porting if you don't want to. Literally just take the cylinder off, different base gasket, and drop that on with your stock piston, and you're good to go.
And what type of gains are you getting for it?
So this bike, this is a bone stock 23 KTM 125 TBI. The new ones are a bit better. They're sort of around the 34 mark, so they are better than the early ones. KTM have revised the map, I can't even remember now, about 13 times I think. And the red one is our tune bike, so that has had cylinder porting done as well, which is worth around 1.5 horsepower, which is why that one's close to 40 horsepower, or as good as 40 horsepower. But other than that, it's literally that bolted on using stock piston, bit of port work, and then our ECU flash.
Oh, perfect.
And that's it. Change the silencer if you want to. It's not really worth any horsepower, sharpens up the bottom end a little bit. But otherwise, it's a real simple kit. Bolt that on, flash the ECU, and then port work if you want a little bit of extra power. But generally speaking, it's flash the ECU, bolt that on, and you've got a really good
setup. And that's available for most brands now?
So that's for any KTM group TBR125. So KTM, the newer gas, and Husqvarna. So all the fuel injected bikes basically.
Perfect.
There you go.
Being a factory rider, how come you have to work on your own bike?
Got to do what you got to do, haven't you, mate?
Fair.
Keep the boys, show them what's done.
Now, give us a lowdown then today.
We went to VIP testing new race engine. I'm very happy with the bike and the engine itself. I've ridden a few tuned bikes. I had a couple of problems at the start of the year, but now to actually get a bike that I can be comfortable with whilst I'm riding, and have everything come together, it's really good for me. A new bike, 25 bike kit, it's very good from KTM. The slight changes in the frame and stuff allow it for me a little bit to turn a little bit better.
Oh, so you can notice the chassis changes?
For sure, definitely. Even from a smooth track today, I can definitely feel a difference.
Yeah, and obviously it's quite heavy down there, but even with it being heavy, you said you could notice obviously the dual injectors and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. We spoke to Sam and Mark about it, and the engine also helps with handling the bike. I feel as though, when I first went out, I was, just thinking about the engine and how it feels and stuff, and it felt really good. Whereas the second time I went out, I was feeling the bike and how it turned. And
to sort of put it all together.
That's it, literally.
Yeah.
But no, I've really enjoyed myself today and come back with a smile on my face, which is
So
good.
Fox Hills next for you?
Yeah, Fox Hills. I'm excited for that. I quite like Fox Hills. I've done pretty good last time I was there.
Yeah.
Just 2 good starts for me, and I'll be happy.
Well, now you got the motor underneath, yeah.
That's it, literally.
It's on a bit of hard pack as well. That should rip.
Definitely up and down them hills. I'm sure. Will be
Yeah.
smoking.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
What happens when teams fucking fold? Yeah. I'm now the that delivers their parcels.
You might as well see the vlog out. Come on. You can't just laugh.
No, I have been in front of the camera.
Joe's now the DHL man. Yeah. He's our local DHL depot driver.
That's what you've done to him, that is.
Yeah,
You done that.
Team folded, so Joe had to go work for DHL. He's still got a new shirt though, look. It's like a race shirt. Fresh.
You got your name on it?
Just got a great cheese, sausage and bean baked down it, but it's alright.
Got a great membership. I'm going to put my card on if you want.
Huh?
I think give you a badge.
Yeah, you got a badge?
Yeah.
Right, that is it then.
That is it. That is a vlog on...
Vlog number 1.
Vlog number 1, just showing you what we do. We've got Ollie eating a sandwich and... Yeah, good day testing.
Sweet.